What's up, traders? We're gonna go straight into the charts here and give you guys an overview of what this market structure looks like. So today was a very interesting day. It was good in some parts, but we also had some missed opportunities here, right? So today we have officially announced the collapse of the $500 account challenge. Okay. Now, this account challenge, our goal was to try to take it to $5,000. We had multiple great success here, and this was officially our first challenge that we've started. And the whole challenge here, just to give you guys an overview, was that we were full porting $500 every time with the gains and using our A plus system, locking in at 30%. So far, we had managed to do this over 5 times and in a row without getting it wrong. And our final moment, we hit a blimp and we basically didn't manage to successfully do this trade. Now, this trade that caused the failure was due to the price action and so forth. It was very interesting because we got in at 1.6 after when this thing was at around $5, right? But we were so close to locking in this profits here as we go in the thing because we have a target of around 30%, and unfortunately it hit 20%. We didn't get the fill. We had over 2 attempts to lock in the profits at around 20%, and we even had an opportunity to basically get out. So like in the first uh, 10 minutes, this thing went to 21%. And near the end of the day, this trade actually went to break even. In the last 5 minutes, we could have sold it, but the challenge here is that I have to hold the trade no matter what till zero until we get to 30%. So we stuck by those rules. Had it been a different challenge, then maybe would have taken it out. But the challenge was hold it no matter what, or until it gets 30%. So there's no middle ground there whatsoever, and the challenge has come to an end. But we're actually back to restarting this starting tomorrow here. But other than that, although the $500 account did manage to 3x, we took this to around $1,400, $1,487 here in a very short period of time. It didn't end up at our 5K mark, but we'll definitely retry that. We just had to do it successfully 4 more times, and we would have got our goal of it around 5K because we use all our gains to reinvest and play that again. Now, we did have a successful day in other trades. However, we managed to score a nice 183% gain on our Oracle trade here, and we sold that right at open. We also had a very sizable position on these Tesla 430 calls that we also managed to get out for nice profits. So we just sold some of that, and we pretty much lost on these puts here. Other than that, nothing else really happened here. In today's market structure, we pretty much mentioned that the majority of the range is located between 66.10 and 66.40. But it was a very dull day, not much happening here. And the key story that really moved the market here, Oracle had a lot of news, and it continues to see more news with regards to the whole TikTok situation. So it's now confirmed that Oracle is going to be one of the potential buyers, basically taking a 80% stake in TikTok. And that's going to be one of the key drivers here as well. We decided to take a short position around here because, we're trying to see if it sells the news. This was the multiple attempts at around 320, just kept rejecting here. So if it fails under 302 again, very possible it can go back down. So that's what we're watching here as well. And in relation to CoreWeave, CoreWeave was showing some sign of weakness earlier as well. And we believe that because of there's weakness in CoreWeave, it would also implicate some potential weakness in the overall situation with Oracle. Be aware that Meta has a conference tomorrow here. It was very close to hitting 782 at an inflection point. So that conference on Meta, we're going to be watching carefully as well. Now, going into tomorrow, we have the FOMC interest rate announcement. Now, this FOMC interest rate announcement starts at 2 p.m. With the rate announcement that will be issued. The expectation here is that rates will be cut by 25 basis points, and then we have Powell speaking at 2:30. Now, in our $500 account challenge, this may be problematic because with Powell speaking near end of the day, and it becomes really risky around that time. So we will debate whether if it's in our best interest to take on any positions. Now, the market has been fueling on optimism of this potential rate cut. The first scenario is there's no rate cut. If there is no rate cut, which is not expected to happen, then we can see the markets most likely start to dive. You'll probably see a reversal on gold, and that will probably start to drop as well if there is no rate cut. Another thing that matters as well is what Powell says the future policy would be with interest rate cuts going forward. So we have seen major job revisions in the past economic data that suggests that a rate cut is warranted. So that's why the market is expecting a rate cut to happen. Now, the other scenario is they cut by 25 basis point. It's very possible that's already priced in. And by looking at the situation here, I think we should probably see a 40 to 50 point move on SPX. So it's likely to be flat if it comes in line as per expectations. What matters if he does cut rates comes down to will he reduce more rates in the future interest rate policy. So are we going to expect another rate cut in December? So that's what we're going to wait to hear about moving forward. And the other case scenario is what if they cut by 50 basis points? So if that was to happen, then most likely you will see the market really rally. And looking at our SPX chart, I probably would suggest that 67.08 and 67.35 is likely to happen. So right now, we are pretty much slightly above our neutral range. We could pretty much trade in this range heading into tomorrow. And key weakness exists under 55.45. So if that happens, you're going to see a breakdown to 6,500 potentially. So we're going to watch that. But the key upside level is going to be 66.46. You want to really keep an eye on the AI stocks to see how that goes. Other stocks to really watch is, of course, Tesla. It's been struggling around this 420 very much. Once it gets to 430, it can really start to run to our estimated weekly high at 440. So we hope you guys enjoyed this post-market recap. Although we didn't miss the $500 account challenge, it was a decent day as we knocked a huge trade on Oracle and we managed to get out of our Tesla with profits. We're not holding a lot of swings overnight, but we're very intrigued to see how the market moves heading into tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one. And like always, let's get that money.